Himanshu. Let's talk about meditation today, specifically. What is meditation in short? Simply put.
Meditation is in Hindi, in Sanskrit, is dhyan, and dhyan means continuously seeing one object or continuously paying attention or being aware of one object for long time, so that rest of the thoughts of the mind can calm down, and you as a person, you as a real being, the awareness can become peaceful and can see the object as it is, can come to the present moment. So meditation is mean dhyan, is continuously staying with one object.
So does it mean the goal of meditation is not to be totally empty the mind, but to concentrate on something?
Yes, that's concentration for making the mind empty.
So that means when you are, for example, concentrating on the breath, which is used for most of the people during meditation practice, when you continuously concentrate on the breath, you have the thinking about breath all the time, right?
That's needed, because that thought connects us with the practice. So it's important that you have that thought, you have that connecting thought in order to meditate wherever you are meditating. So for example, if it's breath, you are meditating on the breath, you need this thought that I should watch my breath. If my mind takes me somewhere, I have to again come back. You need this strength to continuously staying with the object, so that the mind cannot take you away. Because mind is very, very like fickle. It's very fast, and it takes human being away. It takes the awareness away with it. So that strength is needed in order to continuously keep the awareness, the attention, the consciousness, the real you.
Okay, so once you get to the point that you can stay focused on one thing, let's say breath, do you just need to keep focusing on the breath, or at some point you have to even give up the breath too?
With the process, what happens as the being, the awareness is free from the mind, as the mind calms down, automatically the awareness freely is with the subject, with the object. The subject is with the object. Even this thought of I should concentrate, or I should continuously pay attention on the breath, goes away. Everything calms down with the process. It's a natural process. Everything calms down, and it's kind of you become one with the object, or there are no disturbance. You can see things as they are. You can see object as it is, and when that's the goal of the meditation, to make us completely peaceful, so that we can experience everything. We can see thing as it is. We can see flower as flower without the filters. Without it is rose, without it is sunflower, we can see flower as flower. We can see, everything as it is. And when the filters are gone, we find that everything is same. These are only our filters in the mind, or filters in the brain, which is called mind. All the information we have collected since childhood through the senses. When this mind, this all information is calmed down, we can see that whole world is one, we are one, there is nothing separate. So that's realization is very important, because with this realization we understand the life, and without this realization, understanding the function of this creation is difficult. So that's why meditation is very important. And that's the purpose of the meditation, to make us able to see things as they are.
By being able to see things as they are, how does it really affect the life outside of the meditation practice? When you're interacting with people, when you're working, when you're doing anything, how does this realization really change?
It's simple as we see the reality. When we see the reality, when we know the reality, there is no conflict. As long as we are seeing through the filters, there will be conflict. There will be conflicts. One will see this person through this filter, one will see this person through this filter. We are gonna see everything through the filters. And if something doesn't make balance with our filter, it's gonna be conflict. So we start seeing the reality, we become realistic, and that's very important, because without knowing the reality, doing anything in this creation is gonna be challenging, it's gonna be conflicting. So that's what meditation helps us, takes away from all the filter, and then human being knows that everything is one. There is no point of conflict. There is no point of fighting. Human being knows the depth, and he knows that this thing works. Everyone is same. When you are peaceful, when you are not seeing anyone through the filter, when you are not judging anyone, everyone connects. There is nobody fights, there is no conflict. So
some people say it's good to set a specific timing of the day, every day, to practice meditation. But is there any recommended time of the day to practice? When do you usually practice meditation? Morning?
Actually, it can be practiced anytime. There is nothing like you have to practice on certain time.
How long? The duration of the meditation practice?
Yeah, the most important thing when we practice meditation, always set the alarm.
Alarm?
Yeah, because if you don't set the alarm, your mind will be looking for the time you are spending in the practice. So it's most important. If you, at least half an hour. At least half an hour is needed for mind to completely calm down. But it's important to use alarm so that the mind doesn't take you with the timing.
How long have I been doing?
Yeah, it becomes difficult. So it's very important. And anytime meditation is not about, again, it's not about filters. These are filters, like I should practice this time, that time. The meditation aim is to take us beyond the time, space, take us beyond every filter. So it can be practiced anytime.
Can I ask you something about my mother?
Yeah.
She tried practicing meditation, and then she said that she starts to see a lot of things. a lot of things that she's never seen before, but it looks very realistic. Is this something that she attained by practicing meditation, or it's the mind fluctuation, chitta vritti, that we are trying to get rid of?
It's absolutely mind. It's absolutely information, because when we born, we did not come with any information. We gather all information here. So it is gathered, and whatever she is seeing or experiencing, whatever the thoughts are, this thought must be very, deep-rooted thoughts, like very, relatable thoughts of her past. So
it's like a dream.
Yeah. Okay. So she must be, when she must be sitting for meditation. It's a very common thing. People do experience this
some people
heavy thoughts.
Some people see something, some people see Shiva coming in front of them suddenly, or see a lot of lights around them. So they are not something they attained, but something that's created in their own mind.
Yes, definitely. If it's about certain picture, if it's about certain sound which we have learned from the world, that thing is like this, and it's absolutely mine. Okay. But yes, I also want to clear, when we go deeper, we can experience the whole universe within. We can experience immense depth, like we can experience this whole energy body, how this energy is functioning. But its experience is not like a picture. Again,
you feel in your body.
Yeah, you can feel the energy moving. You can feel.
What about it behind your eyes? Body. Is it totally black or something? What are you seeing when you're in the meditative state?
It's nothing about saying. It's experience. It cannot be put into.
I feel like I've never experienced the meditation
into words. But you experience the flow of the energy. You experience the heaviness of the energy. You experience the emptiness. So these are experiences. This cannot put into words, or this cannot given as pictures. Otherwise, again, it will, come into world, and then as it happens.
You must have seen a lot of people, a lot of students that have been practicing meditation for a long time. Usually average, how long does it take for a person to go into that zone and experience truly?
It depends upon practice, it depends upon commitment, but at least because this is tapasya, this is austerity, this is a process. If one is very intense with the practice, very strong with the commitment, can easily, complete the tapasya, can easily experience oneself. Who am I? Because that's the most important thing. That's the purpose of meditation, to know who am I, to know what's the mind, to know what's the body. So this is three aspects, is the whole creation. So it takes around, if the practice is intense, at least 1 year. 1 year. Because there are basics also. It's not only sitting and doing the tapasya. Tapasya goes on and off the mat. The basics are very important. Collaborating, honesty into the actions, collaborating, love, compassion, respect, understanding value of self-surrendering. So this tapasya, the practice goes hand to hand, on and off. So if somebody is very intense and have some background and have some knowledge again, I'm not talking about information, but I'm talking about experience. I'm talking about ability to see. You know, if somebody has that, can easily realize who am I very fast. And around like 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah, but according to my experience and the base of experiences of all the great masters, people take more than that. But I'm talking about somebody who's very intelligent, very like
into the practice.
Yeah, realization, and had like a background, past realization, has ability to see how to manage the life, how to manage oneself, can easily establish into meditation within 1 year.
There are a lot of different methods of meditation practices, like active meditation, like walking or singing, saying whatever comes from the body, the mind, or just being quiet, looking at the fire. There are a lot of different things, but can you achieve that stage in any kind of meditation methods, or in the end, everybody has to sit down without nothing around?
Sitting is very important.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the different process. It's needed. It's passive. It's needed. It's like we need a right and left hand, both hands. So passive meditation, sitting and doing meditation is right hand. And the active meditations, it's like on and off again, on mat, off mat. So there is no on mat practice without off mat. There is no off mat practice without on mat. Both are connected. So one has to practice passive meditation by sitting and watching the breath, or watching the sensations in the body, how a tiny thought creates so much sensations in the body, and how it makes the whole body, activated, and so on. There are more deeper layers. So
by what I understood now is that by practicing different types of meditation methods other than sitting down, we can maybe take these practices into normal daily activities.
Yeah.
Like by doing active meditation, we can be more aware of what we are doing in the daily life basis.
Yeah.
And then sitting is important.
Yeah, that's the purpose to all the active meditation practices purpose, to make us able to come into present moment, to make us able to see. When we make action, see. Not seeing through the filters, but to see. When we walk, we see the walk. We are aware of the walk.
Okay.
And when we are aware of the walk, it becomes beautiful. We are free from the mind. We can get the understand the value of walking. We can feel how pleasant it is. So the moment we come to the present moment, that's the purpose of the meditation, whether it's we are doing active practices or passive practices.
So it's kind of like mindfulness?
Absolutely, it's mindfulness.
What's the difference between mindfulness and meditation?
It's the same thing.
Same thing.
Mindfulness means is to being again seeing, aware of whatever you are doing. So it's the same thing. Yeah. But again, if somebody is thinking that I should only, especially I'm talking about beginners, I'm not talking about advanced people. Advanced practitioners, they have attained the stage where they can, even if they go with day-to-day life active activities, active meditation practices, like being aware of whatever things you are doing in day-to-day life, it can work for them. But for beginners, both aspects are very important. Going with just one aspect is not gonna work. The off will work only when the practice is going on continuously on the mat. Otherwise, it's not gonna work for beginners. And honestly, even the advanced practitioner, they don't skip on mat practice, like passive meditation practice, because they know both things hold each other. So we need both things. So it's not like I don't like sitting. No, it's a process. It's not about what I like or I don't like. It's a process. You have to be in the process. If you are not in the process, no matter what your thinking is, no matter whatever information you have, it's not gonna work, because it's the process. It's not about someone like or dislike. It's just simply the process. Like the yoga has process, 8 limbs of yoga. If you skip any aspect from it, it's not gonna connect. Similarly, meditation has its own process, active and passive. So if you skip one part, the other part is not gonna work. So it's all connected. Yeah. So it goes like this.